Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this enlightening seminar on Entrepreneurial Skills, organized by the Department of Humanities. Today is all about inspiring minds, exploring potentials, and unlocking the entrepreneur within us. To mark the auspicious beginning of this seminar, let us commence with the traditional lighting of the lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of darkness and the awakening of knowledge. I request our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Mallikarjuna Sir, Professor Nisha Joseph Ma'am, HOD of Humanities Prince Sir, Journalism Professor Fatima Ma'am, and the student coordinator Sarah to kindly come forward for the lamp lighting ceremony. Thank you all. To begin this day on a high note, it is my privilege to welcome the dignitaries who have honored us with their gracious presence. We are deeply honored to have with us our respected College Secretary, Reverend Mother Margaret Fatima Mary in her absence, and a warm welcome to our esteemed College Administrator, Sister Mercy, in her absence too, and our beloved Principal, Professor Nisha Joseph Ma'am. Your vision and leadership have been guiding force for our institution. Welcome, ma'am. Now I call Principal Nisha Joseph Ma'am to honor the chief guest with the memento. I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Mallikarjuna. He is an accomplished professional with an MTech in computer science and over 25 years of experience in training and development. He has been awarded an honorable doctorate in leadership, life skills, and yoga training, specializing in personality development. Mallikarjuna has dedicated the past 15 years to working as a personality development trainer for the National Skill Training Institute, NSTI, and Deccan Herald, a leading English newspaper. He also runs Diginet Online India Private Limited, a company focused on software development, computer training, and personality development. His expertise spans various domains, including soft skills, leadership, and team building. Mallikarjuna has successfully managed training programs for numerous corporate and educational institutions, consistently achieving program objectives and contributing to the personal and professional growth of his trainees. Successfully, he has managed training programs for numerous corporate and educational institutions too. Thank you for being with us today, sir. Very welcome. Now over to you, sir.
Happy morning. Yeah, most of you seem not to be happy. Let me come again. Happy morning to all. Okay. You want to be an entrepreneur, and when you don't respond, that actually says, I'm okay working for somebody, I don't want to be an entrepreneur. In order to identify an individual as an entrepreneur, there should be an energy that would be actually radiating from it. That is the skill set that you will have to actually develop. Now, as a commerce student, today I have been given a topic, entrepreneurship skills. What are the skill sets that is required for you and me to be an entrepreneur? We will try to understand and answer this query. And what is the difference between a manager or an head of a company who is not an entrepreneur but is working for somebody and an entrepreneur? We will try to give the differences here, and then we will go up to, if I want to be a very good entrepreneur, what are all the skill sets that I should have, that you should have, so that you have this idea in you and you want to change it into an enterprise. To change it into an enterprise, you become an entrepreneur. Now, as a commerce student, there are various verticals of careers that you can always choose. You can start from working for somebody in the financial sector and then going on to various other verticals. Or you could start your own business. You could start your own startups. So when you start your own startups, that is where you become an entrepreneur. Now, let me ask this basic question. I want to be an entrepreneur. How do I make a start? I see a businesswoman who gets the best businesswoman award, and I feel like I should be one like her. I watched this India Shark Tank, and I see this lady presenting her business into this Shark Tanks in front of them, and they are ready to invest 1 crore, 1.5 crores at whatever stake they want to take. I also want to be one like them. How do I change my mindset? First of all, ask yourself, do you believe in yourself? We are working on two things. I want to be an entrepreneur, but can I bring the thought process in me? One of you, can you change this video to me? This one, please. Okay. I want to be an entrepreneur. Deep inside me, I have this goal, I have a dream. I want to have my own enterprise. I should be a boss of myself. I don't want to work under any bosses. But this can be resulted into reality only when you have that strong will. Now let me find out how many of you have this strong belief system in you, or how many of you have what is called as a goal. Okay, can you open whatever the fresh copy of book you have? I'll count 1 to 10 and you should have written your dream of life or your goal of life. Ready? Steady, go. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. How many of you finished writing? Raise your hand. 1. If rest of you have not written, that means you are yet to decide whether you want to be an entrepreneur or not. You are yet to decide what exactly is your dream. Let me share this beautiful story because I want to scold you using all the bad language I want. But I know there is a restriction I cannot do. I want to use the lousiest lines and make you believe that you are a big ID, whatever. Now, it's better to make you slap yourself. Let me share a beautiful story. It was in my final year engineering, I still remember, my HOD was a real entrepreneur. What a kind of business minded he had was, he always made us experience the real world by putting us onto something called as project. He made us do the project which was not there even in the academic program. I still, and most of my friends from the same batch, we still admire him because of the life lessons that he taught us. And let me share this life lesson. It so happened it was our final year, just like your final year also will end up with an academic project. In the same manner, for engineering students also there was an academic project. But my HOD told we will have two projects. One the project that he gives, one more the university wants us to complete. His project was very simple. What he told was, you pick up any vertical for a day or for half a day and experience that vertical, and then you will have to give me a feedback about what was your experience about the entire event. So there were a lot of verticals given. When we looked up those verticals, one of the verticals read to be a conductor for a day or for half a day. Well, what did I say? To be a conductor for a day or half a day. I was a great fan of Talaiva, Rajini sir. And I also knew Rajini sir started off as a bus conductor and today is a superstar. I and my group of 4 friends, we decided, let us be a conductor for a day or for half a day, whatever our HOD says. We went up to the HOD and we told, sir, we have chosen this vertical, we will be a conductor for half a day. HOD was very impressed and he told, which day will you choose? Sir, we will pick up this Sunday, first half. He told, okay, I will be there. HOD told, he will be there. And we told, thank you. Now I am talking about languaging also. When we told thank you, it was a sarcastic thank you. We never wanted our HOD to come. He's a very strict man. If he is going to come, he will pick up one flaw or the other and he will start bombarding with lot of instructions how we should avoid such wrongs. We did not understand at that moment. Right now when your principal corrects you for all the wrongdoings that you do, you don't correct, you will not realize the importance of it now when life slaps you and it tells you shouldn't have done this mistake, then you will recollect and say, that day I remember my principal told I shouldn't have done this, I should have changed. And we told thank you and he also told, I know what your thank you means. And then we agreed. We were little egoistic people, very proud people because all 4 of us were bookworms. Right now you give me any book, I can memorize from page 1 to the last page and vomit it in the exam just like how it was printed. Vomit may actually smell nasty, but what I write would be so neat, no teacher would like to give any less marks for that. It has to be always centum. So that is how my scoring was. And I thought I am a big man there. My group also thought we are the good man and big man there. And we told, what is there in becoming a conductor? So we went on Saturday because we had to prepare. We chose the bus from Majestic to Kormangla because that was the bus what our Talaiva was using. The same bus. And the bus number was also 171. Why? We wanted to be superstar. We were not born to be ordinary people. You may, but I was not born to be an ordinary people. This tribal woman who was living in the forest, she should have lived in the forest as a tribal woman and she should have died as a tribal woman. And this lady thinks I should make a difference and today she is the first citizen of India. Only if you have that conviction, changes shall happen to you. She is no less example of what a big enterprise she has built. An ordinary teacher who came in an exchange program. She could have lived in the same attitude and she would have died. Nobody would have known that she is a saint. Here is Mother Teresa. Why? They had a conviction that they will have to grow day by day. Day by day, in all the ways I will have to grow so that one day I will reach that star. And you people are already stars. I still remember just 1 week back when the second PUC result was announced, this public TV Rangnath was looking for Yavadana Udugur photo idre torusri. Why? All the rank holders were you, ladies. be that first, what happens to you give up on that dream? And who is responsible for you to give up on that dream? Who? दुश्मन कहाँ है? बगल में नहीं है, दुश्मन अंदर है. Can you repeat? दुश्मन कहाँ है? बगल में नहीं है. Repeat? बगल में नहीं है, अंदर है. If Draupadi Murmu was actually successful as becoming a first citizen right now, it was not because of any of their surrounding, it was only because of her. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it will only because of you. If I want to be an entrepreneur, it will only because of me. No आजू बाजू वाला will be responsible. दुश्मन कहीं पे भी नहीं है, दुश्मन अंदर है. You are a friend to yourself. You can make a chai wala become a prime minister. You can make a tribal woman become the president. You can make a fisherman's son dream of actually becoming a scientist, Abdul Kalam. Why? Because they had in them a friend who always pushed them to work with conviction and work towards the goal. The friend in you should not allow you to actually sit and live a mediocre life. Mediocre life is for common people, that's for animals. You are a human, do you know that itself is the greatest gift to you? After so many million incarnations, you have been gifted to be a human, and after so many million incarnations, you are gifted to be a female human. It is one of the greatest gifts God has given to you. You will have to live your life with so much of conviction. When the judgment day comes and the man sits there, he looks at you and he says, wow, what a life you have lived. It should not be, Amma, why did you waste your life, Ma? Instead of you, that those animals were good. Most of us somehow, because of the external factors, you get influence because for you, you give the keys to every external person available. Why? Because he will decide what you will become. And he will decide where you are going to go. That way of living is a mediocre life. A life has to be lived with lot of conviction. Come what may, I am going to achieve this. दुश्मन कहीं पे भी नहीं है, दुश्मन अंदर है. If you are successful, your neighbors are not responsible. Your mother or father and their designation or their financial status is not responsible. It is only you alone. Remember, God is there. Parents are there. Think of one thing. Can I do anything on my own? Sometimes we are filled with so much of superiority complex. Ego gets into our head and we say everything is happening because of me. Let me tell you, there is nothing you can do without thy will. Your journey is happening because God is a co-author of your destination. Let me connect you to one more story. A good man, a godly man, he lived such a beautiful life, giving love unto everybody, and a day came, he passed away. He had lived 80 years of such a fruitful life. Even the judgment day had no option, but they had to simply say, heaven is waiting for you, please go. As his soul was traveling to the heaven, he wanted to see his entire path, how he had walked his entire path, how he had lived that 80 years of his entire path. And as he was imagining, he saw at certain point of time, there were two pair of footsteps. And at certain point of time, there was only one pair of footsteps, a path of walking. He was happy. He definitely knew, two pair means one is me, one more is God. God is always there with me. But let me recollect, what are those days when I am walking alone? He was confused. During these bad times, during the difficult times, there were many such difficult times where the path had only one pair of footsteps and he was totally confused. Where is God? Should have helped me there. With that question, he enters the door of heaven and a voice comes, my loving son, I know what your question is. But you have understood me wrong. Your first understanding is right. The two pair of footsteps is one me and one more is you. Definitely right. But the second one you have understood it wrong. The only one pair of footsteps what you see, that is not yours, that is mine. When you were in trouble, when you did not have enough energy even to stand and go ahead, it was me who got in and I lifted you and I walked you along. So you are not identifying your footsteps, you are only seeing my footsteps. Go back to your life. It could be your +1, it could be your 10th, it could be your 8th, 9th, 7th. There were certain times when you thought a big difficulty has dropped in. And you were feared. You did not know what to do. And slowly when time passed, you did not know how God took you through. And when you look back now, hey God, I thought it was one of the biggest problems. First PUC exam, one of the biggest problem. 10th standard exam, much more biggest problem. 7th standard exam, still more biggest problem. A family death, a big blow. But you have seen God has taken you along and God will continue to take you along in the future. Why are you having a doubt in Him? You have a doubt in you is okay. Why are you having a doubt in Him? If He has taken you in the past, He will definitely take you in the future. It is your choice that you should believe He is there in me. Again, let me say, there is nothing you can do without Him. At the same time, life does not happen without you participating in your journey. He also cannot without you. Right now, this class of entrepreneurial skills, whatever I am telling, if something deep inside doesn't go in your mind and say, I am not made to do ordinary things in life, I am born to do bigger things in life, let me change my version from today. I will not be a person who is going to work, I will be a person who is going to give work to somebody. If this conviction is taken, the genie who is waiting to answer you, he simply says, your wish is my command, madam, it shall be fulfilled. Ask yourself, whatever you have wished is what you have become right now here. If you would have wished I should have been in a science program, you would have definitely been in a science class, not in a commerce class. Why? It was your wish that you agreed to do this. Knowingly or unknowingly, forcibly or a herd mentality, you would have done it. And most of your selection is not based on your conviction. Your selection is a herd mentality. Why? Because you want to follow somebody who has already taken the path. Please do not. Let me share that with a beautiful story you will understand. All of your 10th standard happened like this. Your 10th standard got completed. Your results also came. You have got good score. Now, there is a breakfast happening and a breakfast serious discussion is happening. Your father, your mother, maybe your siblings are also sitting. And father says, Beti, what do you want to take up? Ye no deki diya ma. Then you will think, Papa, that means you have not decided. Right now I told, what is your goal? Tell me. You are thinking, what should I write? If he is asking, and if he is asking me to show the book, what should I write? We will stop there. And you are also thinking, Mom, you are an angel. She wants you to be in the most comfort zone possible. Sometimes a love in disguise is going to be your dream stealer. Always the love is going to be your dream stealer. So I appreciate all those parents who can deprive love to you so that you know your decision is going to be your decision and you hit that bullseye. A Draupadi Murmu will come out of you. An Abdul Kalam will come out of you if they deprive you what is called as love. Sometimes more of love is also very, very dangerous. And mom is looking at you and she is saying, okay ma, aise karo. वो हमारा नेबर का लड़के है ना लता, वो क्या ले रही है? वो एक्चुअली सेंट डांस कॉलेज में फर्स्ट PUC कॉमर्स के लिए जा रहा है. आप ऐसा करो माँ, you also join the same. It will be comfortable for you to go and come. Why? Your mother is looking at your comfort zone. But you have a choice. मम्मा मुझे कॉमर्स नहीं करना है, मम्मा मुझे साइंस करना है. तब जाके आना नहीं है. ट्यूबलाइट कुछ टाइम में जलना नहीं है. You are not going to be the tube light which is going to burn there. You should have told when your father asked, what do you want to become? Before the question ends, you should have raised your hand and you should have told, पापा मुझे साइंस ही लेना है. पापा मुझे चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ही बनना है. And ants will come to help you. Why? It has to be your choice. The entire universe right now, in the past, in the future, has always worked like a magical genie. You rub and the genie comes. You need not rub the lamp also. Today, because it is Kali Yuga, you need not rub a lamp. There are angels, there are devils who are waiting to answer your call. You will have to just release your thought process, that's all. At one point of time you say, I want to be an engineer. Immediately the genie will come. Your wish is my command master. You shall be an engineer. After a certain time you realize, my marks is not actually proportional to the engineering seat what I could get. At that moment, God had not denied you. Genie has never denied you. But you yourself has denied. I think मुझे commerce मिलना मुश्किल है. Sorry, science मिलना मुश्किल है. What is wrong with becoming a commerce student also? I'll do commerce. What the genie will say? Your wish is my command master. It shall be fulfilled. Can you repeat? Your wish is my command master. Your commerce dream shall be fulfilled. Some problem happens in the second year. I'm talking about you becoming an entrepreneur. Right now you are in second sem. Something comes up in between. And slowly, मुझे BCom भी नहीं करना. I shouldn't have done BCom also. What the genie will say? Repeat. Your wish is my command master. It shall be fulfilled. You will not do BCom. Clement Stone very beautifully told, if you think you can, you can. If you think you cannot, you cannot, because genie will only do what you say him to do. If you say you cannot, the genie will produce a result that you cannot. If you say you can, the genie will produce a result that you can. The difference is, it is again, दुश्मन बगल में नहीं है, दुश्मन अंदर है. It was you who was responsible for your success and it is you who is responsible for your failure. No neighbors will come. Going back to the story, the first one, HOD told, and we went on the previous day. 171 was the bus that we wanted to choose. We went early in the morning at 6 o'clock at Majestic. The bus was there. We went up and we spoke to the conductor. We spoke to the driver. They were very friendly. But the driver was an attitudinal person. Doing engineering, you want to be a conductor, huh? He told. Then he told, what's there in being a conductor? I took notes. How many stops are there from Majestic to Koramangala? Maximum 8 stops are there. What is the charges for a full ticket? What is the charge for an half ticket? What is the charge for a pass? What is the charge for senior citizen? I had memorized everything because I was good in memorizing, omitting. Memorizing, omitting. And my 4 friends are also the same. I was little better than them in vomiting. They used to actually keep something inside. I never. Whatever the question was, complete vomiting would have been done. And I was the best. So they were listening to me also. I'll tell you how that helped me here. So we went up to the HOD and we reported, sir, we have got the first information that this is the bus we have chosen, this is the timings we have chosen, this is the name of the driver, this is the name of the conductor. The conductor will be with us on the day, but afterwards he will leave, he will only come in the afternoon, and we have chosen this, sir. He told, okay, all the best, he told. This all the best means, Olledagli, let good happen to you. Then we told, okay, sir, and he came on Sunday. We were there at 6 o'clock, HOD was also there at 6 o'clock, the bus was waiting there, 171. The conductor came, he gave me the bag, and he gave me those tickets, because this is the time when you are using those electronic things. Earlier it was tickets, and we had to puncture the tickets in multiple places to decide when the ticket was given. It was a beautiful. wearing those khaki uniform which was there in our engineering, that bag, we used to look and feel Rajni sir, top to bottom. We did little bit of hairstyle, we started walking, everything we did. And the driver looked at us and he told. Then I blew the whistle, 2-3 passengers were sitting. The HOD told all the best. The conductor told all the best and he got down. The driver looked back and he told all the best. All the best means, maga yeno kadide, conductor agad easy alla. Most of the time, when you become an entrepreneur, lot of such situations will come where people will say all the best. Hurdles will come. It will come and it will go. It is only a testing time to find out whether you are made to get through that or not. It is only checking your will. There is a beautiful saying, where there is a will. Can you repeat it 3 times? Where there is a will, there is a way. Again, where there is a will, there is a way. Again, where there is a will, there is a way. No, rephrase it. There is always a will. Do you have the way? Worst case, a tribal woman. Who is a tribal woman? Not who lives in the forest, who lives in deep forest. If that lady could become the first citizen, look at your comparison. What all can you guys become? There is always a way. Do you have the will? There is always a way. Ask yourself, do you have that will? If you have that will, miracles are going to be possible. But if you don't have that will, it's not going to work. Repeat with me. There is always a way. Do I have the will? Again, there is always the way. Do I have the will? You will have to ask yourself this question. There is always a way. Do I have that will? मुझे ये करना है. I want to become a businesswoman. I want to start my own college. I want to have an e-cart of my own where I sell my own products. I like to be a doctor and I should be an entrepreneur by having multiple doctors working with me. I should have a nursing home. I should have an hospital. The dream is very, very important. And here this lady told, I not only want to help few patients who are dying out of leprosy, I want to help every such diseased person all over the world so that nobody will die unattended. It is inhuman to let anybody die unattended, diseased. This was our thought process. And today, that ordinary teacher who came in an exchange program, we call her the saint, the great Mother Teresa. It requires a lot of will. No. Will is required. Again we say, way was always there, but Mother Teresa had the will. Way was always there, Draupadi Murmu had this will. And then the conductor told all the best and he left. The driver was sarcastic. We told, I will manage. Because we were 4 of them, I took up the first turn. I was wearing the bag and I went to the first passenger and I asked him, ma'am, where do you want to go? It was a lady, she was going for work I suppose. And she told, I want to go to double road. The speed at which I picked up the note and gave her the change and the ticket, I felt proud about myself. My friends also told, kya speed hai bhai. They were also happy. The driver again looked back and he told, all the best. This is just the beginning, things will come. I was very confident. I went to the next passenger and he told, I want to go to Shivaji Nagar. And I told, this bus doesn't go to Shivaji Nagar. Most of you want to have a goal, but you are sitting in a wrong bus. You are sitting under an apple tree. Mangoes fall, mangoes fall, mangoes fall. Where will mangoes fall? It is stupidity. Change the destination. No, I want to become slim. All the oily products, morning, afternoon, evening, it is going on inside. And then you are saying, I want to become slim, I want to become slim, I want to become slim. Where will it work? You cannot sit under an apple tree and expect mangoes to fall, or you cannot go into a flour mill, put what is called as wheat and expect rice flour come in. How will it come? Ask yourself, or you sitting in the right bus. So I was very confident. I told, don't worry. Till Double Road you can come with us. 3 stops. There you get down, you catch another bus, it will take you to Shivaji Nagar. I was very happy. I gave him a ticket for Double Road. Now I was very, very confident. I went to the next. He told, I want to go to Margaret. We have already crossed the first stop. I told, immediately I visioned and I told, this bus will not go to Margaret. You are sitting in a wrong direction bus. Most of you are in Bombay. You want to go to Kashmir and you are caught a bus of Kanyakumari and you are worrying why Kashmir has not come, why Kashmir has not come. Ask yourself, are you developing the right kind of skill sets that is required for you to go in that direction? If your skill sets is not matching, just by praying things will not happen. Where there is a will, there is always a way. There is always a way. Do you have the will? That will to change yourself according to the way. If the way is for only a 2-wheeler to go, arrange for a 2-wheeler. If you pray for 4-wheelers should go there, it will not. The way is designed for a 2-wheeler. You correct your skill sets so that you use the 2-wheeler and you pass. That's what is your smart learning. Entrepreneurship skills is all about how are you going to learn the required skill sets so that you can go in that path and reach the destination. We will come back to this story. What did I say? Lata is going to which college? St. Anne's College. Lata is going to what combination? Arts combination. आने जाने के लिए ठीक रहेगा. You also pick up arts. Over? Now first PUC is over, second PUC is over. Results have also come and you are sitting for a discussion. Now again it is lunch discussion. Breakfast is for फर्स्ट PUC सेकेंड PUC. लंच में बढ़िया डिस्कस करेंगे. क्या कौन सा डिग्री हमारा बेटी करेगी. नाउ एज दे आर डिस्कसिंग, पापा आस्क्स, व्हाट डू यू वांट टू टेक मॉम. पापा मींस यू आर स्टिल नॉट डिसाइडेड. मम्मा लाओ. शी आस्क्स, वो हमारा नेबर का लता है ना, वो क्या कर रही है. वो सेंट एन्स में आर्ट्स लिया है. आप ऐसा करो, आपके लिए भी आने जाने के लिए ठीक रहेगा. इट विल बी इजी फॉर यू टू गो एंड कम. You also pick up this. Now we will stop there. Next very serious discussion they are sitting. What? शादी का discussion. शादी का discussion पे सब लोग बैठे हैं. Mother, father, siblings, and you are also sitting, the beautiful angel daughter. And Papa asks, हम लोग शादी करने का तय किया है. We have decided that you are going to get married. You have anything in mind, ma? Papa. Then mama will say, वो लता है ना, लता का भी शादी नहीं हुआ है. नहीं हुआ मीन्स लता अभी तक शी इज नॉट मैरिड. एंगेजमेंट या कौन सा लड़का है. शाम. अब ऐसा करो, आने जाने के लिए इजी रहेगा, दोनों इकट्ठे रहेंगे. शाम से एंगेजमेंट भी कर लो, शाम से शादी भी कर लो. नाउ इट मे लुक लाइक ए जोक फॉर यू. मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय योर नेबर्स. Why? You gave the keys to them. You are different, he is different. She is different, she is different. God does not believe in creating duplicates. God always creates a masterpiece and you are that masterpiece. No two leaves of the same mango tree will be the same. No two mangoes from the same tree will smell the same. Even the taste the same, smell the same. It will never be like that. Even two twins born, identical twins, their footprint is different, their voice box is different. God does not create duplicates. Xerox copies and duplicates create करना हमारा काम है. God does not do that. So do not decide on what you want to become based on the influence of what your friend has become, what your neighbor has become. Your path is your path. But to look at yourself, instead of looking outward, you will have to start looking inward. Miracles have always happened when people have started looking inward. Law of gravity, it was not actually researched and it was not given when this scientist was doing a very serious thing. No, he was doing something very, very simple. He was closing his eyes and sitting under an apple tree and he was introspecting and he was looking inward. As he was looking inward, the apple falls and the law of gravity originates. Archimedes principle. It was not a research that actually gave an Archimedes principle. He was devastated. He thought tomorrow my head will be beheaded. Anyway, I have one day to live. Let me go for a deep sleep. Let me take a bath. I have one last night's sleep. He gets into that water and he just immerses himself into the water. In that minute of non-doing, an idea flashes and he says, hooray, I found out how to actually find out the volume of any content based equal to what is the total water that is dispersed. This is how life is going to be. Most of the things happens when you are in non-doing mode. That is what is being told by our ancestors. Our prayers are one way of sitting in that non-doing mode. Sit in that silence without listening to anything, without seeing anything. Be in your oneself and then think. An idea will pop up and you will become an entrepreneur. Going back to that story, now the next passenger told Shivaji Nagar. I told him in double road. One of the passengers told Margaret. I told Visual. I asked him to stop. I told, get down, go to the bus stop, pick up another bus. All this happened. Everything was going so smoothly. I wanted the driver to look at me. He did not. But we had decided after 10 passengers, we will hand over the turn to others. So 1 over, 2 over, 3 over, 4 over, 5 over. The 10th passenger was also over. The 11th was there. I was supposed to give the bag to my friend. But I was not ready. I wanted to complete 11th and 12th. Or 11th especially. Why do you think? 11th was St. Anne's College girl. ID card was there. So beautifully looking. I was very young at that time and she looked like a princess then. I could not have missed a chance to talk to her. I thought, let me at least finish her up, ask her, let me set an impression and then I will go to the next. I told my friends, after 12 we will change. Because after 10 I have told, after 12. My HOD was not looking, I was happy. My 3 friends agreed because I used to help them in studies. They told, okay, I know why you want 12. Then I told, I wanted to impress the St. Anne's College girl. First PUC girl. I went there, got myself ready. Accent B, I made it right. And I asked her, ma'am, where do you want to go? The answer what she gave, my heart went to the driver. The driver hit it back and it came back. I was shocked. I did not have words to express. What do you think? You are junior or right now your most senior student would have told, for which my heart went and the driver pushed it back. Any guesses? Louder. It's okay. Uncle is not a bad word. I would have agreed. I would have told, Uncle, mujhe is bus stop mein jana hai. I would have given the ticket. One by one, raise your hand and say. You tell your friends because they will be shy enough. She told this, you can say. What did she say, ma? Louder, I am not able to hear you. Anna, Anna, Anna. Anna is such a beautiful word. I would love to be a parent for all of you. I would love to be a brother to all of you. There is nothing wrong in it. Why will my heart go there and the driver will push? Actually, my brain also went along with the heart and he pushed it back. Now, can you tell me? Tata, okay. If I am at least handsome at 54, at least with some hair, imagine 19 years I would have looked very, very beautiful. So there is no doubt that he would have called me an uncle or a tata or anything. Now we will come back to the story. I went. I asked, ma'am, where do you want to go? She looked at me. I don't know where I want to go. Give wherever you want. How will you handle this? The The driver looked at me, he had chased me, the brain and the heart he gave back. He looked at me and he told, all the best. Now, I thought she will tell me something and I will give her something. Now, without wasting time, ma'am, can I give you the last stop? Don't you understand me? I really don't know where I want to go. Give me wherever you want. How will you handle this? Now, from inside, all the bad words are coming. Amma, Appa, donkey, monkey, X, Y, everything is coming. He is looking at me. I cannot utter. I thought maybe because I spoke to her in English, she's doing that. I again changed my tone because my friends are laughing. They are laughing inside. No, they are not smiling. They are laughing. And they are sarcastically laughing. If I had a gun, I would have hit her. I would have hit all these people. And I would have told God, I am coming. Now, I went up to her and I told, Akka, where do you want to go, Akka? She looked at me and I told, whatever I told in English is the same. Nana gottilla where I want to go. If you ask me in Hindi, I'll tell you the same. Mujhe malum nahi hai mujhe kahan jana hai. You give me wherever you want. For a simple journey from Majestic to Koramangala, the conductor, the genie is asking you, where do you want to go? The conductor is asking, where do you want to go? And if you don't know where you want to go and you say, take me wherever you want, you would have scolded him all the words. For a journey of life, which will be for 80 full years or 90 years or 95 years, people would have planned that I am going to die only after 95. The genie of the God is coming as a conductor and is asking, where do you want to go, my little angel? And what are you saying? I don't know. Give me wherever you want. What should I tell each and every one of you sitting here? And what should that conductor say everybody who is sitting here? Now we will end up the story there. Right at that moment we were in the Niman's bus stop. Just before Koramangala, there was one Niman's bus stop. For the first time, the devil becomes an angel, we tell na. Sometimes those who appear devil to you, it could be your principal, the strictest principal of your high school, the strictest principal of your college, the strictest principal of your degree. They may be a devil for you, and slowly you will realize they were an angel for your life and they actually made what you are because of they becoming so devilish to you. The driver looked back and he told, Sir, Niman stop bandide, aur nanchol kelgade is. If the driver decides, I am ready to take wherever he wants, if he's at least got into the right bus. The journey of life is saying, if you have got into the right bus, the driver is ready to take to wherever you want. The conductor will never object. No, you should only take last stop. Have you seen a conductor telling that? No. The genie will not come between you and your choice. But your choice will decide the destination, what you are going to pick. Right now is the time for you to make that choice. An entrepreneur or you are going to work for somebody. Choice is given to you. Choice must be executed by you, and based on the choice, destination will be fixed by God. Because your choice will decide the destination. If your choice was, I want to be an entrepreneur, I will live an entrepreneur and I will die as an entrepreneur, then God has no other choice to come and give you the same, because it was your choice which was not changed at all. It was a conviction which you did not change for anything else. There is a beautiful saying in God's book, there is nothing called as denial. There is nothing called as denial. Delay will be there. Delay will always be there. But if you are ready to wait for that delay, and obstacles and resistance will always be there. Why do you think God puts you into obstacles and resistance? Because He wants to test you whether you seriously need that or not. When He knows that He is seriously looking for it, God will create all the consequences, but ultimately He will reward you whatever you wanted. Let me share some of those people who have made a big difference, and then we will continue. This man was working in a petrol bunk. Even as an young boy, he was so determined that he never wanted to live a poor life. There is one such story where he writes, one of the author writes about his autobiography, stating that it was during his childhood days, along with his brother, with his mom, they were having a dinner. They were from a very poor family. Even 3 times meals would have been a luxury for them. It so happened that one such day, when there was only little food left, mother always waited for all the 3 kids to complete their meals, so that if somebody asked for more, she used to share her food to them. This has been a routine, and most of the time she used to drink water and then sleep. That is the kind of family condition that this boy was living. It so happened his younger brother, he fell sick. When you are sick, you crave for more food. As it is, you are angry, you are pestering mom, give me food, give me food, give me food. Mom, whatever was there, she arranged it, she made 4 parts. She reserved 1 part to herself, and the 3 parts was equally given to all 3 of them. She was holding on to her part because she knew the younger son who is actually sick, he will ask for more. And as expected, the younger son immediately told, Mama, this is not enough. Mama, I want more. As soon as he told, I want more, mom picked up her share and she was about to give. I don't know what happened in his mind. Mama, I don't want your share. That is for you. I want something else. I don't want your share. I am sick. I don't want to be bad. That's your share. Give me something else. Mom had nothing to give. With tears in her eyes, with an helpless thought, when she was thinking, the middle one, Dhirubai, I don't know what makes him feel that. He stands up and he says, Mama, I'm going to become so rich. I'm going to be an Arabpati. He did not say Crorepati also. Most of us are not comfortable even saying, I want to be a Crorepati. At that young age, he told, I want to be an Arabpati. That means I should have many crores with me. And the elder brother looked at him, Bhaiya, 10 rupaye ka note dekha hai? Nahi na? 100 रुपए का भी नहीं देखा है और करोड़ों की बात करता है, अरब की बात करता है, चुप है. But her mother told, sometimes mothers will not be a dream stealers, mothers will be a dream strengtheners. The mother says, hold on to your dream, Dhiru. I somehow feel you will achieve it, and this man achieved it. Where is the beginning? It does not matter. Again I am telling you, there is always a way. Do you guys sitting here, do you have the will? In the same St. Anne's Degree College, there has been St. person that has come, even in graduation. I have seen the big posters there. You can also become one of them. That means there is always a way. Do you have the will? Few of them would have got in few subjects, few of them would have got in few subjects. But there is always a chance that in all the subjects, St. person has come to the same college, with the same lecturers, with the same ambience. There is always a way. Do you have that will? A question that you will have to ask yourself and tell the genie, I have this will, and the genie will say, repeat, what does the genie say? Your wish is my command, master. Your sent person result shall come. But he will not give up, you people give up. Well, first test you got little less marks, second test you got little less marks, and you say, I think maximum 90%, if I get that itself will be great. The genie will say, your wish is my command, master, you shall get 90%. Few of you are sitting with that thought process. Why? He did not decide, you decided. So you should make up your mind what exactly you want to do. He was rejected. He was rejected in an interview of a pilot, but sometimes God disturbs your plan because He has better plans for you. Always do not underestimate what you can see with your vision is very little. What he can see with this vision is much uncomparable. So this man was actually rejected. He wanted to be a pilot and he becomes a scientist. So everything is possible. He was a great entrepreneur. He worked leading ISRO, not as an ordinary man. What is he called? They call him Iron Man, or what do they call him? Missile Man. A great entrepreneur. He had all the entrepreneurship skills and he was amazing as a gentleman. But he wanted to work for the nation. So every businessman and every employee is an entrepreneur by himself when he thinks that is his business and when he starts working towards it and he looks and with only one objective, I should reach that success. Somehow we will have to have our missile tested and the world should know we are a nuclear power. The world should know that we are a nuclear power and that man was this Abdul Kalam. So ask yourself, how many of you can do this? This man was rejected. Today his voice is appreciated by the world and because of that voice, all of us like Kaun Banega Crorepati. But the same voice got rejections. So sometimes life will give you initial rejections to test you how much aligned you are to that. When you consistently keep working, results are tend to come. As an entrepreneur, results are tend to come. You will have to actually take those sculpts from the sculpture in order to become that beautiful statue. It's not going to be easy. You will have to keep on taking it, keep on taking it, keep on taking it, and one fine day, a beautiful idol is going to come out of you. For that, failures are important. You can't become an entrepreneur because all of you are allergic to the word failure only. And you don't know how this failure word is actually looked at. Failure is required. If you have not failed means you have not tested yourself enough. A person who has tested himself more and more would definitely fail and multiple such fails will create a great man out of him. Thomas Alva Edison failed 9,999 times to design a bulb which could glow consistently for few minutes. I'm not talking about seconds. And today that has given this digital evolution. If that wouldn't have happened, the digital evolutions wouldn't have come. So it is okay to fail. What is not okay to give up? All of us are foolish enough. We don't understand failure at all. Let me share a beautiful story because every time you fail, you remember this story. It is called as Sap Vada story. Can you repeat with me? Sap Vada story. Again, Sap Vada story. Once again, Sap Vada story. Sapt means seventh. In English, we call it as nth Vada story. Are you liking my class? Something is getting inside? Okay, we'll go to the Sap Vada. Now Vada will go inside. Nice, na? Here was a lady, a smart lady from Bangalore. She was a topper in engineering and she had decided, I am facing an interview for the first time in Bangalore. I will only have my breakfast after I get an offer letter. And she went to Infosys early in the morning at 8 o'clock. But round after round, round after round, round after round, multiple rounds of interviews happened. If you are an entrepreneur, you should be ready for this multiple rounds of interview. Are you good in communication skills? Very, very important. Are you good in interpersonal skills? Very, very important. Are you good in public speaking skills? Much, much more important. Are you good in team building skills? Very must important. Are you good in technical skills? What is required present? Are you good in actually called as data analytics or data science? Are you good in Python programming? Are you good in Power BI? Are you good in Tally? Are you good in Advanced Excel? Are you good in Power BI? These are the tools you should have. I want to be an entrepreneur. What weapons are you carrying? Nothing. What are you carrying? Become se kam nahi chalega. Along with that, you will have to make all these skill sets become your strength. These strengths will determine how strongly I can go and face this world. That is what is entrepreneurship skills. And this lady attended this interview one after the other, one after the other. She's feeling hungry. She can't go and eat. Why? She had told until she gets an offer letter, she will not eat anything. Very, very hungry. With all that hunger, first round happened, second round happened, third round happened. They told, wait for the last HR round and the HR round happened. wait for 10 minutes, we will give you the offer letter. She got the offer letter at 4:30 p.m. With that offer letter, with a smile in her face, Madhya Pradesh is saying, I want. She comes out of Infosys and she's looking for a hotel. She says lot of burglar hotel. She doesn't want that. She wants to have in a Udupi hotel only. She asks somebody, where do we get this idlis or vadas? Because our favorite is vada. Somebody says you go straight, there is one Udupi hotel. She comes there and she gets into that Udupi hotel. And that was actually a hotel owned by a lady. The lady was sitting at the counter. As soon as this girl went, Madam, Bani, she goes at the counter and she asks, do you have vadas? She says, sir, ma'am, I'm the best vadas. Kedi, one or two customers were eating vada. She asked, sir, nam vada again. Very tasty. She asks, I'm not talking about the taste. It should be tasty, yes, but it should fill my stomach. It can fill anybody's stomach. You sit. And the lady sits, and this businesswoman, an entrepreneur, she shouts, hey, give her a plate of vada. The plate of vada is served. She never wanted complications. She again raises her voice and he says, Madam, and the owner looks at her, hey, ma'am, what is the cost of vada? 40 rupees one plate. Do you charge extra for chutney and sambar? No, we don't charge for chutney and sambar. You can take unlimited. Sure? Sure. Ma'am, is it tasty? Yes. Ma'am, is it going to fill my stomach? Yes. Illandra kaas kodalla. Otherwise I won't give you money. Ma'am, shuru madidini. And she comes, she takes the first vada, she breaks it into 2-3 pieces. She dips in sambar, she dips in chutney, she adds it, very tasty. She looks at the owner and says, very tasty, madam. And she gulps it. She takes the next vada, very tasty. After she completes the first vada, she says, stomach not full. The owner is very happy. Plate vada kodi. Next plate vada comes. Again she eats. She does all kinds of combination. First chutney, sambar, then sambar chutney. All the combinations she does. After the second vada, she looks at the owner. Tasty but stomach not full. Third plate vada. The owner is counting 40, 80, 120. 6 vada she has eaten. Because she was hungry from morning. The owner is so happy. Nam dinakki tara ಒಂದು 15 customers ಸಿಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ I can buy one more gold chain. Entrepreneur, she knows how to make her financial planning. All planning is happened in her mind. Now, the 7th vada is given. The supplier comes. An entrepreneur should know, looking at the customer, how much he is going to eat. You don't think entrepreneurs will not be smart. They will be over smart. They can look at the customer and find out. The supplier goes up to him. Amma, you ಎಷ್ಟು ವಡ ತಿನ್ಬೋದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಡ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಂದು 20 years of experience. ಆ ವಡ ಕಾಲ್ ಭಾಗ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ ಸಂಬಳ ಡಬಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಮ್ಮ ಹಂಗೆ ಆಗಲಿ. He goes and the 7th vada is given. Sapt vada, 7th vada is given. She breaks the vada into 4 pieces. She dips the vada in sambar and also in this and she eats. Already all the vadas have come with this portion. Where will it go? Somehow she drinks water and she gulps it. She looks at the owner and says, stomach full. Then she goes up to the counter and she gives 40 rupees and she's moving. The owner catches her. Amma, 7 vadas, 7 ounces, 7 2s of protein, 7 3s, 7 4s. That should be the amount. Then she says, Amma, what are you talking? What did I say? Only if your vada satisfy my hunger, I will give you the amount. First vada did not satisfy my hunger. Second vada also did not. Nth vada did satisfy my hunger. And for that nth vada, though I have not eaten the complete vada, I have eaten 1/4 only. I should give you only 10 rupees. But I am giving you 40 rupees. We'll stop the story there. Most of you sitting here are thinking, those failures are failures. No, those failures were the stepping stone for you to be successful on that 10th vada. 9,999 times he knew he has not designed the right kind of bulb, and that was Thomas Alva Edison. He did not give up. He went one more time, one more attempt in a different way, not doing the same thing. He did not do the same thing. He did not sit under an apple tree and expect mangoes to fall. He did the experiment different, with different ingredient, with different technique. And finally he checked whether the bulb is glowing continuously. That should be an entrepreneurship skills. You cannot go in the same way and say it is working, it is not working. Kabhi you will have to take U-turns. Kabhi you will have to take a bend. You will have to move. The business what you assumed before and the business what you are going to assume later will be two different entities altogether. All of you are commerce student. What is an ERP? ERP. We are talking about entrepreneurship skills. What is E? Google? ChatGPT? Let the answer come from you. No sir. Aap hi don't ke de do. No. You pick up the answer. If you have any mobiles, if you have your teachers, you can take their help. What ERP stands for? Commerce students, if you don't know ERP will come. ERP. Tally is an ERP. SAP is an ERP. PeopleSoft is an ERP. Barn is an ERP. E stands for enterprise. R stands for resource. P stands for planning. An entrepreneur is the one who knows his ERP right. An entrepreneur is the one who knows his ERP right. As a business owner, you should know what is your enterprise. As a business owner, you should know what resources you are going to use. And as a business owner, you should know that your business is not a future tense. Your business was not a past tense. Your business is not simple present tense. Your business is a present continuous tense. It needs on to be refreshed regularly. Only then the results will come. So the ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. What are the four qualities of a ERP software? That is the quality of an entrepreneur. Anybody? Any ERP software for that matter, a software is called as an ERP software when it can give total business solution. That means if I am an entrepreneur, I have started my hotel industry. I am an entrepreneur, I have started my supply management. I am an entrepreneur, I have started a boutique. I am an entrepreneur, I have started tours and travels. As an entrepreneur, running my entire business, that complete automation should be in my mind. Then you are called as an entrepreneur. You cannot say one of the vertical I cannot handle. In the same manner, an ERP software is a software which automates and manages the entire business process. An enterprise also is the one who knows and he can manage his entire business process. He can appoint people, but business process should be known by him. Only then you call him as an entrepreneur. So that entrepreneurship software should have the first quality. It should manually, automatically manage the entire business. Even an enterprise should manage his entire business. 1. 2. Whenever you are thinking of a business, what you think as a business and when you start the process, it will be two different things altogether. You thought it is going to be this and when you jump, it will not be that. Changes have to be made. When changes have to be made, the software should be in a position to change that. Only then it will qualify as an ERP software. So Tally, SAP, PeopleSoft, these ERP softwares, they are designed to have a programming interface. What interface? Programming interface, so that if the business needs some changes, it will be allowed to change the program automatically. The programming is done, the interface is brought, and then a change is made. Now coming to entrepreneurship, I am an entrepreneur. When I think my business is going to be this, and when I jump into the business will require certain changes. So, as an entrepreneur, I should learn those skill sets and be a master of it. Only then my enterprise can grow. If you are totally dependent on somebody else, your business cannot grow. Just like an ERP software, an entrepreneurship skills is also, you should be ready to upgrade yourself if requirement comes. That has to be planned. Now, sir, how many more minutes? 5. Okay. Now, we will discuss few of these things and then we will wind up with some introspections and some affirmative into your mind. Okay? All of you, how many of you practice yoga? Raise your hand. Meditation. In front of God, at least you sit, you do pranam something. All of you believe G-O-D? God? Oh. All of you there? G-O-D? That MOM is also G-O-D, believe? F-A-T-H-E-R who is also G-O-D, believe? T-E-A-C-H-E-R who is much more than G-O-D, you believe? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. That means a teacher is much bigger than Parabrahma. And that Parabrahma is the teacher. When you surrender yourself and actually do a total submission, miracles are going to happen. All the entrepreneurs who have made it big, they have given total surrendering to themselves. That would be very important. Now, this man failed as an 8th standard. But today, he is a great entrepreneur. He has actually invested in so many businesses. Sky is the limit. So, in one vertical, if you are low, that doesn't disqualify you from achieving whatever you want to achieve. Life is not always about what all you have. Life is all about what can you do with whatever you have. When people looked at this man, he was dark. He never looked like a hero. He never had a 9-pack. He never had a what you call it as a personality where head and everything should match. He had a very big head, very small eyes, a chest which was not looking so dynamic, and his color was not so good. He was dark in color, and this man wanted to be a superstar. People looked at him and he told, forget about superstar, you cannot become an actor also. Even a side actor, forget about being an actor or being a hero or next being a superstar. And this man told, if the world is going to tell, I do not have so many things, I am not bothered, but I know I have one thing which nobody else has, that is my style. And that style today takes up and makes him a superstar. Even today, the highest paid actor in South Asia is the superstar Rajinikanth. Why? Because he focused on that one thing which was positive in him. Tribals, the way tribals are looked at, they are fit to do nothing. And that lady told, no, I am not going to look at that, I am going to become something else. Life is not always about what all you don't have. Life is always about what can you do with whatever you have. You cannot change few things, but with whatever you have, can you work on it? Yes, SWOT analysis is important for each and every one of you sitting. SWOT analysis is important. What can be changed? Try to change. What skills can be learned? Try to learn. Upgrade. What skills cannot be changed? Even you cannot help. This man, when he wanted to stand there and play the cricket as a batsman, people ridiculed and he told, Tendulkar, your height does not match to become a batsman at all. Give up on this idea. And this man told, no, I cannot change my height, but I can change my batting, but I can also change the rule book. And after Tendulkar and Sunil Gavaskar became the best batsman of the world, the rule book changed. It is not important to have height to become a batsman. So that is what we say, living with the conviction. So when we talk about this man, he is the greatest basketball player. But do you know, he did not actually get a chance to play his teammates in the first school basketball match. He was rejected. Again I am telling, failures are a stepping stone which are making you much more stronger. You should be happy that at least today you failed doing something new. A mediocre person is a one who has never attempted anything beyond his limit. He jumps a very short distance and he says, I am successful. Jump a longer distance. Jump a distance where when you say, I am going to jump, your friends will ridicule. Not possible. And then you jump. If you fail also, in that failure there is a win. But if you jump within the comfort zone, then there is no growth. Come here and speak in front of the public. Yes, it is an uncomfort zone. When you challenge your comfort zone and go outside the comfort zone, you are building up your entrepreneurship skills. Please work on that. And this man, Michael Jordan, he is called as a miracle man of the basketball. So that was only possible because he lived out of conviction and he did. He did not complete his +2. I don't ask you to discontinue your studies. What I mean to say is, even without that, today the highest number of PhD holders are working for him. Highest number of PhD holders are working for this college dropout. But to send a right message, Bill Gates completed his graduation means 5-6 years back. If you just go to Google, his graduation ceremony, he completed his graduation after 15 plus because he never wanted to give a wrong message saying a college dropout is requirement. No, he told by accident I did not actually continue with my college. With my college I would have still become a better person. So I used to serve peace. So any ordinary man can become a great man, and we are talking about the great footballer. He used to sleep and he used to eat prasadams that was given in ISKCON temples in United States of America. And today Steve Jobs is respected as one of the greatest creators, one of the greatest innovators, one of the greatest entrepreneurs. And he says the meditation that I used to do in the temples transformed me from what I was and what I became. Do you know he is the first CEO who was fired? He started the company, he appointed people, and he built a big organization, and all the directors whom he appointed fired him and he was thrown out of the job. Very difficult. It is like getting into a temple and throwing out the deity outside. That was what happened. He comes to India, he goes for a spiritual retreat. In that silence, he gets to know what he has to do, and the next biggest achievement was the next version of iPhone. That was the iPhone which was sold maximum, and that was Steve Jobs. So please practice non-doing, it is going to do miracles. And Tony Blair, all of you know he was a failure. And both Thomas Alva Edison and Albert Einstein, both of them could not read even at the age of 7. They were rejected from the schools because they could not read. Any schools will take admission for a 5-year-old for a first standard, or for a 6-year-old for a pre-nursery KG or whatever, only when they can read and write. This person could not even speak, he could not actually speak. When his speech was not developed, they considered him as mentally handicapped. Even Thomas Alva Edison was considered mentally handicapped. But there was no looking back. How many of you sitting here are mentally handicapped? How many of you sitting here are a tribal woman? How many of your father is a fisherman and only if he sells fish you can eat? No. God has already placed you in a better place. You will have to just spring up. Spring up and your destination is going to be yours. Be an entrepreneur. And our book was rejected not once or twice. 12 times our book Harry Potter was rejected as a stupid story. Stupid imaginary story with no imagination at all. Because imagining somebody will get onto a broomstick and he will start flying Harry Potter. It was stupid, but that stupidity became an entrepreneur. Mickey Mouse. When Walt Disney was an ambulance driver, during his free time he used to sit and observe, and during that time he used to see this monkey in this ambulance playing around, and an idea and innovation comes to him and he starts thinking, why shouldn't I make him? That is an enterprise. Thinking outside the box is an entrepreneur. The same definition of computers that was given 40 years back, calling computers as a gigo machine, garbage in, garbage out machine, no intelligence of its own. One man, one innovative man told, why can't we build intelligence in it? And that became artificial intelligence. Today, if artificial intelligence wouldn't have existed, all of us wouldn't have crossed through this pandemic, corona. Artificial intelligence helped us to do years of research in few minutes or few hours, So we were able to give a vaccination at such a faster pace. Why? Because one innovator, one entrepreneur, he started thinking why computers cannot be made to think. That is artificial intelligence. And computers is an idiot box. He cannot learn something on his own. He works according to the instruction. These were the words used, and one innovator says, why not? Why can't a computer actually learn by itself? And that is machine learning, ML. And machine learning today is a big industry. The way the virus can be checked, the data can be analyzed. Because you are a commerce student, data analytics has to be your subject. Python programming has to be your subject. The way the data analysis could be done, exact prediction was done, and this quantity of vaccine, when it is given, though the virus is injected in the vaccination terminology, it will not actually infect the body, it will only bring out an immune system in him. That calculation had to be done because people were dying of corona. It was not a simple disease. People did not lose hands and legs, okay, chalega. No, people were dying. The research had to be to the highest level. But that was possible because one man thought, why don't we give computers an artificial intelligence of thinking on its own and learning on its own, that is machine learning. The entire definition what we had given there, changed. This is innovation, that is an entrepreneurship. One man looked at the birds, the Wright brothers, and the birds could fly. If birds can fly, why can't we fly, or why can't we make an object fly using the same concept of birds? And it worked. Aeroplane was invented. Today when we look at the aeroplanes, when we look at the jets, when we look at the rocket, when we look at the space, whatever traveling we do, it was only because of an innovation they thought. Be an innovator by thinking on all these aspects. All of you know, no age is a limit for you to become an entrepreneur. At the age of 65, this man gives a recipe and he becomes a billionaire. So, do not give up. Your seventh vada has not come. Your idea of seventh vada. Sylvester Stallone, he was rejected 1,500 times when he wanted to sell a script. And that script became a big hit movie, and it had in multiple processes. Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4, Rocky 5. That is what is being used by Yash as Rocky 5. That's a catchy word. So Thomas Alva Edison, 9,900 ways a bulb cannot be created. Yes. And Winston Churchill, Charlie Chaplin, Isaac Newton, Stephen King, and Abraham Lincoln was called as a blue-eyed boy of failure. There was no such election which he won. Class election in 6th standard he failed. He did not win. 7th standard, some election he made. Sports election in his college he failed. Every election that he participated he failed. One final biggest election he competed for the first time and he wins, and that is Abraham Lincoln, because he did not give up and he is considered as one of the best presidents. He had an amazing entrepreneurship skills. He really did wonders. Friends, there is many such people who struggled in life to become an entrepreneur. I wish all of you to be a great entrepreneur in yourselves. Thank you, love you all so much. If you have any questions, I will take. Otherwise, a big round of applause will be. One of you can stop this.